Good morning, Wizards, and happy Friday, May 8th. Friday, May 8th has arrived, and the weekend is soon upon us. So I'm hoping everybody is able to finish up their learning links for today and then enjoy the weekend. Remember now, you will have off on Monday, the 11th, as the teachers will be using that day as a planning day. So, Wizards, you're off Friday, Saturday, or excuse me, you're off Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. And the teachers will be using that as planning time. Just remember to all my wizards out there, you will see an assignment in RazKids. I have assigned an assignment for this morning, Friday, May 8th. There are 6 of you that have yet to practice recording. If you are one of those 6, this will be a good time to do that, to listen to yourself or to record yourself reading the book. So listen to it first, read it, and then record it. And then the assignment would be to do the questions after. So if you are one of those 6 that have yet to record, please do that for the assigned book that I have given you. The other thing for this weekend, of course, it's Mother's Day, so I expect all my wizards to be on their best behavior on Sunday, help out around the house with whatever activities or jobs that your mom might do. I would encourage all of my wizards to help out with that. To make cards, give them any of the activities that we've done in writing this week to your mom, your grandmother, or your aunt, and to make some personal cards to give to them. And most importantly, just be nice to mom on Sunday and help out with some of the things that she might do to make her day easier. And I want to wish all the moms out there happy Mother's Day, and thanks for all you're doing at home, moms, trying to keep learning going for your child. And then again, you won't hear from me again until Tuesday morning, as the teachers will be getting together Monday to plan. Today I'm going to, in a moment, I will start reading the next Robert Hodgson Potts book, The Further Adventures of the Robert Hodgson Potts. But before that, I want to go through your learning links for today. In math, you have the choice to go to Dreambox or ABC or do a few pages from any of the 4 problem-solving packets you may pick. Reading, as I mentioned, there is a RazKids assignment. Mercy Watson, we're gradually getting to the end of that. I know that's been long for some of you. Today's lesson is summarizing fiction and focusing on the SWBST. SWBST. Somebody wanted, but so then. You'll see that when you look at the slides. Somebody wanted, but so then. And you'll see in the slides that we want you to focus, wizards, on the main character. In your fictional reading, if you can focus on the main character, what are the characteristics of the main character, and what important events happen to the main character, you'll find that you'll be able to follow storyline pretty well. So focus on main character. There are some brain breaks involved in today's lessons. In writing, we're working on Mother's Day activities, including grandmas and aunts. We want you to think about in today's lesson, your favorite thing to do with your mother, your aunt, your grandmother. Do you have a favorite restaurant, a favorite store you like to shop at, a certain sport they like? Do they walk? Do they hike? Do you do certain gardening? Think of activities that you like to do special with your mother, grandma, or your aunt. And don't forget when you're writing that you include because. Why that is special because. Music, Mrs. Nordstrom has part 4 of Peter and the Wolf. You will see that in the slides, as well as a link that I will send in my email. And then, of course, there are enrichment pages. And then I would encourage all of you again to please send me pictures of completed work that you've done or pictures of your activities that you're doing this weekend for Mother's Day. So, happy Friday, May 8th. And then, Wizards, you won't hear again from me until Tuesday morning. You're off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I will be meeting with the teachers on Monday as we continue planning on how we're going to address the rest of the year. Now, on to the further adventures of the Robert Hodgson Potts. Here is the first picture of Casper and Supple walking with the Robert Hodgson Potts. It looks like they have them tied up in some manner. the first chapter, The Man with the Red Collar. Uh-oh. The Man with the Red Collar, and there's grandmother. It looks like she's in her kitchen. This is not starting out good, it looks to me. One fine day, about 12 o'clock, Casperil's grandmother was standing by her kitchen stove frying sausages. There was a big pot of sauerkraut on the stove beside the frying pan. The sauerkraut was steaming, the sausages were sizzling, and the whole house was full of absolutely delicious smells. Anyone could tell that it was Thursday because Casperil's grandmother always had sausages and sauerkraut for dinner on Thursdays. Casperil and Seppel liked to eat sausages and sauerkraut better than anything else. If they had been consulted on the matter, there'd have been Thursdays every day in the week, or better yet, 14 Thursdays in a month. They always came home for dinner right on time on Thursdays, because that was sausages and sauerkraut. And so grandmother thought it very odd that they were late this day. Wherever can they be? She muttered to herself. It's 3 minutes past 12 already. Oh, I do hope that nothing has happened to them. Grandmother took the frying pan and the pot of sauerkraut off the flame. Then she tipped up the lid of the pot slightly to let the steam out. Next moment, she was enveloped in a great cloud of steam. It was such a big cloud of steam that her glasses became misted or foggy, and she could not see. Oh, this is silly, said grandmother. If a person has to wear glasses, she should at least be able to see through them. She took off her glasses to wipe them with the corner of her apron, and then she heard footsteps on the garden path, heavy, hurried footsteps, which certainly were not made by Casperil and Seppel. The next moment, the door to the kitchen was flung open, and someone burst into the kitchen. Well, really, said Casperil's grandmother. Take it easy, Chief Inspector. You might have knocked first. Everything looked blurred in grandmother's eyes, and she thought it was the Chief Inspector. But she could see that the man who had broken into her kitchen was wearing a blue coat with silver buttons and a red collar. He also had a helmet and a sword, so she knew it must be the Chief Inspector Aloysius Dimplemoser, the only man in town who owned a blue coat with silver buttons and a red collar. Boy, there's a remarkably good smell in here, said the man with the red collar. Grandmother thought the voice sounded familiar, but it was not the voice of the Chief Inspector Dimplemoser. Whoever can that be, she thought to herself. She was so busy wondering she forgot to wipe her glasses to put them on again. Meanwhile, the man in the blue coat with the silver buttons went up to the stove and discovered the frying pan full of sausages. Sausages and sauerkraut. I've had nothing but bread and water for 14 days, and now sausages and sauerkraut? And he turned to grandmother and threatened her with his sword. Come on, give me those sausages and sauerkraut. I'm hungry and I'm in a hurry, too. 14 days of bread and water, wizards. Maybe that was a meal that somebody might have in prison. Casperil's grandmother was furious. Is this some sort of joke, Chief Inspector? The man interrupted her roughly. No fuss, grandmother, or don't you know who I am? Put on your glasses and wipe them down. Look sharp. All right, said grandmother, wiping her glasses. Good gracious, it can't be you. I thought you'd been under lock and key and in jail for 14 days. So I was, but I have escaped, grandmother, and now I am hungry. I should like some sausages and sauerkraut. The robber Hotzenplotz had disguised himself as the Chief Inspector in his clothes, and had come upon grandmother's sausages and sauerkraut. So there you go, wizards. The robber Hotzenplotz has escaped, and he is dressed up like the Chief Inspector. Grandmother's glasses were fogged up, and she could not recognize that it really was the robber Hotzenplotz. So our adventure begins with the robber Hotzenplotz escaping jail. That's where we'll stop for today, wizards. Happy Friday. Have a great Mother's Day. Help out around the house. And you will hear again from me on Tuesday, May 12th. Bye, wizards.